Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Leo. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So what I see is that there was an abrupt ending. I mean, this could be you who ended it, or it could be the other person. These energies can be vice versa. Somebody ended that relationship quite abruptly. Most likely reason is they didn't think that they were going to get what they wanted from it. With the scythe, it's like, oh, dragging this out is just going to be painful. So whatever they were wishing or hoping to get from the relationship, they didn't believe that they were going to get it, or that they were able to get it for some reason. And so rather than stick around and take the chance on being hurt or getting hurt, they decided to hurt you. So they decided, I'm going to end this. All of the thoughts that they were having, they were not in a good mental state or emotional state because they were not grounded. Okay, the earth is in the reverse. And all of those thoughts and emotions, most likely, possibly this person has ghosts from the past that that cause them to think and feel this way. Maybe they've been turned down in the past. Maybe it's happened more than once, But all of these things, and these are things they would not have dealt with, would have, just kind of overwhelmed them in that moment. And so they would not have been seeing clearly. Their thoughts became very scattered. They didn't think. In a moment, they just were going with that wave of emotion that was sweeping over them, that was saying, you're not going to get what you want, here. They're going to hurt you. Just like, so-and-so did to you before, right? So this is this is how they were feeling. It's the state of mind they were in the moment. And so they went with it. And they would have cut this off abruptly. You would have known nothing of what was going on internally with them. The problem is, and in the moment, this was for the best. That's what they were thinking. This is for the best. I'm not going to drag this out anymore. It's just going to be too painful for me for some reason. Only you know what this is really about, And the thing is, they still love you. They thought it was for the best. They weren't really thinking, because emotionally and mentally they were not in a good place in that moment, in that heat, the heat of the moment. It's here. This is something that came quickly and ended badly. And they lost a lot more, than they bargained for here. They thought that they could, would just end this and walk away, but the heart tells a different story. So they still love you, this person. And so these fall upon the child, and the child is, it could be they may now see this situation in new eyes. They've got a new perception of that situation, but maybe they don't know how to come back from what they've done or come back from what they've said. Because they here you see that they really have very strong feelings for you. They're keeping them a secret. They're hiding them. They still desire this cup. I feel like this person has always loved you. But how do I come back from what I've done, or how do I come back from what I've said? Well, this next card here says that, well, I'm going to need to choose my words carefully. You know, it's like this is the right words can save the day with this card. They greatly desire to step through that door, to open that door, to have another opportunity, to have a fresh new start. But it all is a mystery. The attraction is still very, very strong for this, for you, for this other person, you know, depending whose energy is whose here. That door is open, though. I want to point that out, that door is open. And there is a light. All they have to do is step through it. And I feel like that would be their challenge. Because the ego is bruised here. This person could have self-esteem problems also, thinking that they're not good enough. And maybe it's not all the time. They may not feel that way all the time. When the ghosts come out of the closet, you know, when the ghosts come out of the shadows, that's when they feel that way. That's when they get scared. And that's when their thoughts get all scattered and they make mistakes, you know. That's what happened. It's like a mistake. I feel like both of you are still interested in talking. I have a King and Queen of Swords here, and you are in the upright. And so I feel like both are still interested, but somebody could be hanging back because their ego is bruised, or because of feelings of guilt, because of fear, you know. See, they're torn in two. Look at that. There's the Fool being torn in two. They want to follow their heart. They really, really want to follow their heart, but maybe it's not such a good idea, you know. Where's that coming from? Where are those thoughts coming from? Here. A very sensitive spot with the sign, the symbol of Cancer. Some very deep repressed emotions. Scars that were never healed, you know, that still fester. This speaks to a sensitivity. There's something, a spot in them having to do with rejection, abandonment, or self-esteem issues that that are holding them back. They, for some reason, they don't believe they have or the necessary tools, so to speak, to make this happen. Which is entirely untrue. And you see, the child is right at the heart of the reading. This is about having a new perception of something. Seeing something with new eyes, a fresh new approach to something. The attraction is still very strong here. There was an argument that did happen, and I feel like this person was just torn to shreds. It's like the heart was torn to shreds. They may have felt like at the time that they were going to be left out in the cold. But there's this again was something that happened that they now, that was in the past, okay, and they now look at that situation or see it differently. and realize that they may have went to the extreme or they may have reacted badly here, especially that they turn around and stab you with the sword. You know, it's a double-edged sword, and so that they turn around and stab you and you didn't even see that coming. It was abrupt and unexpected. So how do they come back from that? That's, the question. So they may have said something, did something very hurtful, and now they're sitting in this woe is me type of energy, really wanting to talk to you, really wanting to make peace, but not really knowing how to do this. Thinking, I feel like they go over and over and over in their mind about how they could possibly tell you that they're sorry, or how they could get you back, or how they could get that opportunity even to speak to you, to tell you what is in their heart. I have the Knight of Cups here twice, wanting to clear something up. And it goes really deep. These are really deep emotions. I feel like they want to tell you about, I feel like because the moon, they want to clear up something that was in the dark, okay? Or they felt, they felt stung. This is what they want to get off their chest. This is what they want to tell you about something that stung them. And the emotions surrounding this, you will hear about this. This is how they want to talk about what happened back here. That's what they want to talk about. And something that you don't know. I mean, they ended it abruptly, so there were things that were left unsaid, undone with the moon. The things that were left unsaid, undone, they want to come in and they want to clear this up. The moon, and see the Knight of Swords. He's reaching for the sword. Here, something shedding light on something that stung, or that stung them there. That pinched, so to speak, with the lobster there. And so this person was really overthinking, imagining, and it took control over them. They just kind of slipped into it in the past, and they wish to talk about this. They want to make peace. We see that they've been thinking about this for quite some time here. This choice that they need to make. Okay. What are they looking at? They're looking at the lilies and the heart. And we have the heart here also, And so, let's get these cards here. This is somebody who's thinking about you. They're thinking about a love connection. She holds a rose. She looks towards the lilies. The lilies is a solution. It is about nurturing something. Okay, nurturing a love connection with the love card here. It can speak to, the lilies can speak to calm, to peace. Again, I feel with what I'm seeing here, and she does hold this dove, the window is open. I feel like she wants this opportunity to make peace with somebody that she loves very much, and that she would like to expand on this relationship, but they don't know how to come back. Okay, they don't know how, and I feel that that has been the problem, that they don't know how to come back from something that they've said or done in this very overwhelming moment where they imagined or were imagining the worst and reacted from that state of mind and state of heart at the time, And so going back and forth, but what we do have are these two knights, and I do feel that they will come forward to clear this up. Now, this could happen, it could happen fairly quickly, 1 to 2 months, that you could hear from this person, or a lunar cycle that you could hear from this person. This person has a lot to tell you. And although they are torn in two at the moment, they will end up following their heart. It's all over the reading. The child, the heart, the knights of love. The way the body of the fool is pulling, you can see that it's really pulling towards this woman here, leaving this offer at her feet. Somebody, a woman or man, like, it's a general reading. And that's what they really want to do. And ultimately, that's where they're going. They're going to take that leap of faith. A new beginning is foreseen. They're preparing, you see. They're coming up with a strategy. Oh, look at that, eh? Oh my God. Oh God, and there's a chariot too. So they're preparing to make a move. And he is the strategist, this King of Swords. So he will come in, he'll have a strategy. And although he will want to apologize, he will try to explain in a manner that would kind of make him look good, not look so bad, so to speak. So this conversation is basically planned out in advance as to how he's going to say this, what he's going to do. And he's thought about this a long time. See, and he's gone over and over and over and over, and he writes things down, and then he erases them. No, that's not good. Okay, so write things down and erase them again until he feels like he's got it right. That is the winning hand. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.